Hi everyone, welcome. So this is going to be a fun one. This is going to be which Friends character are you and why? So the Friends character who you most relate to, that sort of thing. But I want it to be intuitive. So I'm going to place a few items here. So we will have rose quartz. We will have, let's see, labradorite. Is it Larimar? And lapis. So for pile one, we have labradorite, for pile two, we have Larimar, pile three, rose quartz, and pile four, lapis lazuli, so your reading will be in the timestamps if you'd like to stay for the fast forward of the oracle cards, and I will also be pulling cards in real time as well. So I'm going to go ahead and pull just a few to save on time and fast forward. Um, so I will see you in the timestamps. Hello, pile one. So I'm trying to decide if I want to show you who you got first or last. So I'm going to set it here for a moment and let's see what we have. Treasure Island, number 9. That's making me feel like liking the finer things in life, really treasuring things as well, or people, treasuring your friends, that sort of thing. Um, we have a turtle here that could talk about slow movement. Let's see what else. Healing. Very beautiful. So let's put this over here. So we have Treasure Island and healing. The healing can represent, going through stuff that you have to overcome, the need to, been hurt in the past, overcoming like hurtful breakups, that sort of thing. Yeah, and enjoying the finer things in life. What else do we have? Ooh, abundance. Yeah, I was really feeling more so with um, the the finer things in life sort of thing. Let me see here what this says. Abundance. I am limitless. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So I feel like, if you have depended on somebody else, um, people that have let you down, or even like a codependency where you depend on them financially, that sort of thing. When you realize that you can do it on your own, that, working for it yourself, that's going to give you more than just abundance in the physical world when it comes to finances, but it's an abundance of feeling proud of yourself, that sort of thing. Like, um, almost like how that Treasure Island is, where, you like the finer things in life, but it's almost means more when you can get it for yourself, when you can rely on yourself. Um, and then we have healing from previous relationships, healing your mindset also of um, feeling like you couldn't do it on your own, that you needed someone else to carry the weight of everything, that sort of thing. So I'm going to show you who you have. You have Rachel, Queen of Wands. So Rachel is all about the finer things in life, that abundance. She also had to heal from those past wounds, that, you know, being engaged previously, but also realizing, having this aha moment of, this isn't the life that I want. What was it? She's been told her whole life she's a shoe. And she said, well, what if I'm a purse or something? I don't know. But anywho, I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So I want to do a tarot reading for those of you who connect with Rachel Geller. Wait, Rachel Green, sorry. I suppose she was Rachel Geller when she married Ross. Okay, Queen of Wands energy is that fiery, confident, headstrong in a sense. And I feel like she really found her power when she, right there in the very beginning with when her dad cut her off and she went to go do it on her own. Whoop. Page of Cups. Ten of Pentacles under the deck. So, yeah, being a novice when it comes to building her legacy, it's something that is very new. And this can also talk about messages coming in. Let's see. Do we want it? Let's see. Wow, Six of Pentacles. Yes. So this healing, that's a very balanced energy. So when she finds her footing and she's able to bring in that money, it's very healing in a sense of not because, oh, I can go shop at Bloomingdale's. It's, I'm not codependent on my father anymore. Um, I don't need to marry a doctor, sort of thing, you know. Um, wow. And she's making it happen. She had all the tools that she needed to make it happen. Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands. Three of Cups, yes. And also really having that, you know, this would be Rachel, Phoebe, and Monica, the three cups. That's their inner circle. Really, that's the other part of it. You know, this abundance that's coming where, you know, you see it in this card as well. Um, oh, my lights are blinking again. What do we have under the deck? Five of Wands. So yeah, you know, her friends, her inner circle, um, were able to help her bring in that balance, to help guide her. You know, if there's conflict or struggle going on, she was able to kind of see the way, and become the Queen of Wands because of the help of her friends. Let's see what's under there. Ten of Pentacles. So we have Ten of Pentacles again, under the deck. So yeah, there's definitely been a struggle for her to get there. But that's what she's going for, is building her legacy, um, bringing in abundance, not relying on others, in a sense financially, more so, you know, having that support system, that inner circle, or even just friends to, you know, have a girls' night out, relax, get some advice maybe, that sort of thing. It's really bringing in, an equal give and take. Things are coming in and going out. This is kind of like a really balanced energy where if she needs help, she can take it without feeling like she's codependent, without feeling like she needs to pay it back, or vice versa. If she is able to, she can lend a hand or help out, or that sort of thing. And it's kind of healing that underlying, issue. But we open with Treasure Island and abundance, and healing that sort of, um, energy for this. We have Labradorite. It's a very, you know, it's got a lot of flash in this one. I feel like Rachel's character, the energy of her, she has a lot of spunk, she has a lot of flash, as far as being fiery. Um, very Queen of Wands. Let me see if there's anything else I'm wanting to pull. We do have healing here. So if you are somebody who is kind of really learning to depend on yourself and go on your own, that sort of thing, maybe you're resonating with the reading as well. Trying to see where. I think I might do, a which golden girl are you as well. I like to just get one. I have three here. Let me go ahead and try that again. There we go. Ah, look at this. It says release your emotional baggage. Argonite. I actually have an Argonite right here. So for the healing energy, for the Five of Wands, I'm going to put the Argonite right there to help release that emotional baggage for whoever is resonating with this reading. I don't really think I want to make these too long, just because it is more of a fun reading, but and I think we all have a little bit of Rachel, Monica, Phoebe, and Charlie is also in this reading as well. Charlie is the one who Ross, I think Joey was dating her first, but Ross was interested. Um, so, yeah, I think we all have a little bit of each of them in us. So you might resonate with more than one reading as well. So I will see you over there in the timestamps if you are drawn to any other ones. And if you want to know which Golden Girl you resonate with, check for that one in the upcoming videos as well. Hello, welcome to pile 2. All right, so if you were drawn to this crystal, this is your this is your reading. So I'm going to let you know in a moment who you got, but we're going to go ahead with the cards. Thinker. We also have the number 44. So Thinker would give me the energy of an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Those are all the air signs. So that governs our thoughts, communication, that sort of thing, but really being in your head. Seeing things clearly as well. So it doesn't necessarily mean being in your head where things are cloudy, but definitely, which, this would be the Queen or King of Swords, that sort of thing. The swords are the air element. Re-energize. So maybe someone that's really go, 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 go. If you're someone who is, your mind is going and you have to get this done and that done and this done and that done, and you're go, 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 that sort of thing. You need to make sure that you take the time to re-energize yourself. Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So this might be a message for someone that's not quite a fan of change, that sort of thing. They like things, type A personality, that sort of thing. I want, let's just go ahead and show you. I want, the notepad stays right here by the phone, that sort of thing. So you can take messages because you have Monica. It's really wild because I had these laid out first upside down and just shuffled these until they came out. You can see, if you skipped ahead in the timestamps, you can see in the beginning the shuffling. It's interesting how these really lined up with who they are for. So you, my friend, if you were drawn here, are the Queen of Swords, or Monica Geller. So she is a neat freak, very type A personality. Someone who likes to entertain, she wants to be the host, hostess, I guess you'd say, for the party. Everything is just so, she's going to scrapbook, she's going to definitely a thinker, definitely a planner, definitely someone who needs to make sure that they re-energize, and someone who's not the biggest fan of change. You don't want to, if you move anything in her house, she's going to notice. um, let's go ahead and get some cards here for the energy of this reading. So if you relate to Monica, then this would be your reading. And I feel like we all have a little bit of Monica, Rachel, and Phoebe. Charlie is in this as well. So I think all of us have a little bit of all of them in our, we all can relate. Whoa! So we have the Ace of Swords. There's way too many here, so I'm going to keep the Ace of Swords. So this would be clarity. Again, another swords. We have the Queen of Swords and then the Ace of Swords. So, ooh. So if you're really resonating with this reading and really, feeling a kinship to that character, this is kind of saying that there's maybe to take a leap of faith. There's something new coming in, or this clear, this aha moment. Let's see. Seven of Pentacles. So this could be after a period of waiting, waiting for your turn, your time. Yeah, after heartache, things weren't really working out for you. So I feel like some of you could relate on a financial career side of things, and some of you could relate when it comes to romance and all of that. Like, things have just not really taken off. It's taking a long time. So it makes me think of, it's Monica's been waiting for her turn to find good love, a love, a soulmate, that sort of thing. But she was also at these ridiculous jobs where she's a talented chef, but she's having to wear this wig and do that career, and really wanting to find something that would build her legacy. So having this Ace of Swords, it's like having this clear aha moment, clarity, all of that. Knight of Pentacles coming in. So that would explain the delay, or why it's taking quite a while, because the the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Knights. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. Ooh, check it out. We have the sun under there, though. So this is definitely saying that whatever this Ace of Swords is to you, there's a clear yes that this is going to happen, especially when you have these two, because the Knight of Pentacles is the knight you call on to get the job done. He's loyal, and the reason he's moving slow is because he's very logical, in a sense of it. Not logical is not the word I want to use. He's responsible, and he's going to get it done. He's not in a hurry. He's not going to be impulsive and move too fast and all of that. So if you came here kind of like with a question, like that sort of thing, like, is this going to happen for me? Then this is saying it will. It's just you have to it's taking a little longer, or because you're growing something that is going to be long lasting, it does take time. All right, let's see what's under there. Ooh, Nine of Cups. Your wish fulfillment. So yes, whatever this is that is you're really wishing for or hoping for. And just like Monica, she had to go through all that stuff to find her soulmate in Chandler. She had to go through all that to find her career, being the head chef, that sort of thing. All right, let's pull a healing card over here, healing crystal. So I didn't want to make these too long because these are for fun, but I will be, I think, following up this reading with which Golden Girl do you relate to or resonate with. So if you find this one interesting or fun, then please make sure you hit the bell so you know when that one will be uploaded as well. And I feel like we do have, we all have a little bit of each of them in us, so you might have resonated with more than, or been drawn to more than one reading. Some came out, but there was, if there's more than, if there's too many, I'm not gonna grab it. Wow. Set strong boundaries. Black kyanite. Loosen your grip is under the deck. Amazonite. So, loosen your grip really kind of resonates for Monica in the sense of she doesn't like change. So that could be some advice for some of you that are really relating on that. But also the re-energize, when you need to set boundaries. Like, you can't be the one that's hosting all the time, or the one that, like, let somebody else do the dishes. I guess that's more so loosening up, but set strong boundaries. This could be in the sense of not settling. I feel like I'm trying to relate it to the character of Monica, where she kind of needed to put her foot down and say, I don't want to work this shitty job anymore. I don't want to put in the fake boobs and all of that, and kind of put her foot down. All right. So loosen your grip, I feel like, is good advice for this. Make sure that you revitalize and re-energize. Don't get too much in your head, overthinking. But this definitely is showing that there is clarity on a situation to build your legacy that is coming in, to build your Nine of Cups, to build whatever this is that is going to fill your heart's desire. So possibly setting boundaries, because that is what the Queen of Swords does. She cuts things out that aren't serving her. So that does match the Queen of Swords. She's definitely not out to harm anybody, but if something isn't suiting or benefiting, if something needs to go, then she definitely cuts that out. So setting those boundaries. All right, guys, thank you so much. If you were drawn to any of the other ones, I'll see you over there in the timestamps. Okay, pile 3. So if you were drawn to the rose quartz, then this is your reading. Possibly you were drawn to more than one reading. So I'm going to go ahead and place the friend's character over here, and we'll see that in just a moment. But let's go ahead and see what cards you got. No place like home. With the 50 here, the 50 breaks down to a 5, and 5s talk about change. I feel like some of you have had to move a lot, or you are searching for your home. Like it's this vine growing up, to where it's so you can be able to find that. I feel like you're searching for home in a sense. Ooh, miracles. Death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So the death card is making me feel about like the no place like home card, where maybe you've had to start over a lot, maybe you've had to deal with a lot of death in your life. um, and I mean, it could be literally like you've lived something to where it's a miracle that you're still here, like all of the stuff that you've had to go through. um, Maybe you have had to move so much because of something like that. Um, the house is in the air, so it's making me feel like the house hasn't put down roots yet. That's what, you know, and then with the 50, the 5, feeling like the 5s represent change. So the house hasn't. All right, let's go ahead and show you who you got. So you have Phoebe, Queen of Cups. That would be the Queen of Water. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You don't have to be one of those signs. I'm just letting you know that's what they have her on here for the Queen of Cups. And Phoebe did have a lot of death, and it is a miracle that she is alive, her character. And she really didn't have a home. She kind of, I mean, she was homeless for a while. So let's go ahead and do a tarot reading for you if you're resonating with this. However, with Phoebe, this would make you a type of person that is positive. With all of the hardships that you've gone through, you're always seeing the positive side of things. You're very cheerful, and like with this says, I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. It's almost like you realize that life is short, and you're not taking anybody or anything for granted. You could be sort of a free spirit. You know, with the no place like home, I almost feel like, you know, with that not really setting roots, that would make you a free spirit. All right, what do we have? 6 of Cups. I don't know if I'm doing reversals with this, but the 6 of Cups, 7 of Wands. Okay. So the 7 of Wands is when we're defending ourselves and things like that. So during Friends, Phoebe is healing her 6 of Cups. She's healing the hardships that she went through. The cups, the suit of cups represents our emotions. You know, we vibrate with the waters. So the cups are cups of water, and the 6 of Cups, as you can see, is family, represents childhood memories. Looking back on our childhood. So with the 6 of Cups in reverse, that's showing that she doesn't really look back on her childhood very fondly. So there's things to heal with that. And that could make, if you're resonating with this, you know, that could make you feel defensive at times. because of things that you need to heal from your childhood. Ten of Cups. All right, let's see what's under the deck. So we have Miracles and Ten of Cups, Four of Wands. So yeah, definitely you are or will be finding stability. The Four of Wands is the four pillars, so that's where we find stability. Everything's out on the table and nothing's being hidden from you. So this could be talking about having those hardships and not being able to put down roots, and finally maybe you just bought your first home. So there's no place like home. Like you're finally putting down roots and getting stable, and this is your happily ever after with this Ten of Cups. You're building your own family, the family that you never had. Very beautiful. Ooh, okay. So the Wounded Warrior card makes total sense with Phoebe. However, she doesn't show it too much. The Eight of Pentacles is hardworking. And then the King of Wands is under the deck. And there's that Seven of Wands again. So this could be talking about working very hard to not put up those boundaries, like where we're trying to protect ourselves. We have this, all these battles that we went through, all of this stuff where we are wounded. But we're trying to get answers. We're trying to, look at our past, things like that. Like she wanted to know who her real dad was, or this or that. It's kind of working really hard to kind of address our skeletons, to address that sort of thing. The working really hard and then having the King of Wands under the deck is the King of Wands for me is the entrepreneur card. That would be someone who's wanting to start their own business. They don't really, and Phoebe was like that. Her character, as far as she's not, well, she did work for like a massage chain, but she didn't want anybody to know that she was. But it was like she didn't want to work for the man. She wanted to, support the mom and pop shops. She wanted to even start her own things. They were trying to do the catering business or the relaxy taxi or that sort of thing. So really overcoming a rough upbringing, a rough childhood, and having this passion and being very creative with the wands. The wands, that's that inspiration, the fire energy, she's very creative. What's under the Seven of Wands? The Moon. Very intuitive as well, she's definitely connected to I guess you'd say out of all of the characters, Phoebe would be the more that would be into that sort of thing, so if you're someone who's resonating with this, you're also probably someone who is into maybe full moon stuff or healing crystals, or obviously you're here at this tarot reading, so let me go ahead and get a healing crystal card for this. And thank you so much for joining me. I am going to do like which Golden Girl do you resonate with or relate to? So make sure to hit the bell so you know when I upload that one if you're enjoying this one. And if you were drawn to any of the other ones, you know, I think we all have a little bit of all of these characters in us. So feel free to check those out as well. Aquamarine, go with the flow. That is such Phoebe, right? Um, she is very easygoing, able to go with the flow. So if you were drawn here, you know, maybe this is advice to try to look at all the small miracles that are going on. Realize that life is short, and don't take yourself and others too seriously. Be, you know, embrace your creative side. Um, yeah, and go with the flow. I'm going to go ahead and close that off here. Thank you guys so very much, and I will see you in the next one. Hello, pile 4. So if you were drawn to this crystal, this is your reading. So I'm going to put this over here, and I'll show you in just a moment who you got. But let's see what kind of oracle energies that you have, and maybe they connect to that person. Blessed. And we have number 22. So someone that has been very blessed. Maybe you've been very blessed with looks. Maybe you've been very blessed with being very smart. Things come easy to you. Having the finer things, you know, on that sort of getting into your school of choice, that sort of thing. Like really like feeling like, oh my gosh, is this really, you know, feeling blessed. Dive deep. Wow. I feel like this is someone who can really dive deep into things intellectually. They want to connect with someone intellectually, and that's how they're able to connect emotionally. Like if I can have this intelligent conversation with you, then that's going to allow me to open up and really feel like I have something in common with you, that sort of thing. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Wow. I feel like you are a boss babe sort of energy with the freedom, that you are creating your legacy. Um, you're making sure that everything is in your hands to create your own happiness. You're not relying on anybody else to do that. So let's see who you got, and we're going to pull some more cards. You got Charlie. So they have her here as the Queen of Pentacles, so that's very fitting because Charlie is the go-getter. She is the one that's going to bring in that money, but she is also nurturing and all of that. So very blessed. She is so intelligent. Look at this. It's so beautiful. I love these cards. They did such a good job in a sense. I mean, some of it is, did they do some of them pip? Well, not really. I guess I should have pulled more from that, but I didn't really want to pull from it if I have some of the cards out. So I decided just to pull the characters here so we could have those. So yeah, I mean, if you're familiar with Charlie on Friends, the episode was she was seeing Joey first, and Joey, as you know, is not um, blessed with the highest intelligence to where you can have this intellect, connect intellectually, um, and ended up, cutting that off and then starting to date Ross. They're both in the same field and all of that. So I feel like really being able to kind of connect with someone intellectually, feel like you're possibly climbing with your education, going back to school, getting into the school of your dreams, that sort of thing. Really giving yourself the freedom to create your own happiness. Let's go ahead and pull some cards. And I feel like all of us have a little bit of all these characters in us. So if you were drawn to any of the other, if you're drawn to any of the other readings, check those out as well. Right under Blessed, we have Nine of Cups. That is your wish fulfillment, getting your heart's desire. So yes, definitely blessed with the happiness, your heart's desire, what you're really wanting. Six of Swords is under the deck. So it might have taken you a long time to get there because my eye is really being drawn to the tortoise here. However, you are moving to calmer waters. We also have a rabbit here and here. We do have Easter coming up. So possibly this even could be a timing reading for some of you where you will hear back. You will feel very blessed because you're going to get your heart's desire. That could be when you hear back about something like that. King of Pentacles. So now we have the King and Queen of Pentacles. So definitely wanting to dive deep. When you find that person that you can dive deep with, emotionally, intellectually, on all of the, where it hits everyone, that's going to be your soulmate. Ten of Pentacles. Wow. You're going to really be able to build that legacy with this person. Wow. You're going to have the house. You're going to have the boat. You're going to have the dog. You're going to have, the funds. You're going to get to take luxurious vacations. So, Queen of Pentacles again. So we have the King and Queen of Pentacles. She's represented as the Queen of Pentacles. And then we have the Three. And that talks about things are really going to start coming together and working. Let's see what we have. Oh, and the Six of Swords once again. So yes, if you have resonated with this, this is letting you know that whatever it is that you're trying to create your happiness with, that's really going to start coming together. If you feel like you're connecting with somebody emotionally and intellectually, that could say that relationship's going to start to come together as well. That could be a soulmate relationship. But either way, the Six of Swords is here to let you know that you're moving to calmer waters. After, here we have the Five of Swords. So after this is kind of being in your head a bit, an imbalance where, the swords are that air energy. So that's when we are, it can talk about an argument as well, but fives are a conflict or an imbalance. Something's going on where there is a conflict, but you have right after that the Six of Swords. So things are going to balance out with the six. So if you're feeling kind of in a conflicted spot right now, whether it is building your pentacles or searching for that person, or even if you already have that person but things aren't, they're kind of conflicted, things are really going to come together and balance out for you. Malachite. It's time to transform. Wow. And this says live in the now, Unakite. It's time to transform. Malachite is definitely a crystal to, being the green crystal, being the grounding crystal, and being transforming. And it's like you're transforming your life to bring in abundance, with this. And freedom could talk about, living in the now in a sense. Don't make sure that you enjoy the journey. Don't just, I'm building this, I got to build this, I got to have it perfect, and you're not really enjoying the journey there. So, if we're a go-getter and we're someone who is really building that legacy, you can get a little lost in, but if I get to this goal, then I'll be happy. If I get to this goal, then I'll be happy. So definitely try to enjoy the journey, live in the now, while you are transforming your life for the better. So, I don't know if I told this reading. I am doing, which golden girl are you? Which golden girl are you, or do you resonate with? So hit the bell if you haven't already, so you'll know when I upload that one, if you enjoyed this one. Thank you guys so very much, and I will see you in the next one.